Since the beginning of time, people have peacefully shared space with Kaliru, but not any longer.
எல்லாத்துக்கும் வணக்கம் மக்களே. இன்னைக்கு நாம் எதை பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோன்னா, இந்த உலகத்திலேயே நிலவாழ் பெரிய உயிரினமான யானையை பற்றியும், இந்த 20ஆம் நூற்றாண்டில் இந்த மனுஷ பசங்க இதை என்ன பாடுபடுத்துகிறாங்கிறத பற்றி தாங்க பார்க்க போகிறோம். வாங்க பார்க்கலாம்.
Prehistoric rock paintings at Kumitipati in South India illustrate the close relationship people had with Asian elephants thousands of years ago. At Mahabalipuram, spectacular 7th century rock carvings of these gentle giants take your breath away. India is one of the most biodiversity-rich countries in the world. From the high Himalayas to the north and the steaming jungles of the south, it is home to a vast array of wildlife, including an estimated 27,000 Asian elephants. Elephants are the largest land mammals that inhabit our planet, and also one of the most intelligent. An elephant needs up to 150 kilos of food a day. They migrate seasonally in search of food and water, often traveling huge distances of up to 250 kilometers. India now has an estimated population of nearly 1.4 billion people. As the population grows and wildlife habitat disappears in the name of development, elephants are forced to search for food and water in farmlands near human habitation. A tragic result of this is the rising human-elephant conflict. The situation is so grim in Nadu that nearly 64 elephants and 58 people have succumbed to the conflict in the last 1 year.
நான் தோட்டத்துக்கு போயிட்டு வரும்போது வெளியே வரும்போது காட்டானை என்னை வழி மறைச்சு ரொம்ப சேதம் பண்ணிருச்சு. அதில் வந்து நிறைய கால் ஃப்ராக்சரு, கை ஃப்ராக்சரு, சைடு ஹிப்பெல்லாம் ஃப்ராக்சர் ஆயிடுச்சு. ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் எடுத்ததுக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு 25 லட்ச ரூபா செலவாச்சு. நான் ரெக்கவர் ஆகி வெளியே வரும்போது 2.5 வருஷம் ஆகிப்போச்சு. திரும்பி 2.5 வருஷம் கழிச்சு நான் வந்து இனி என்ன விவசாயம் தான், விவசாயம் தான் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கிறேன். விவசாயம் பண்ணலான்னு வரும்போது மறுபடியும் விவசாயம் பண்ண கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 8 ஏக்கராவில் ஒரு 9,500 வாழை வச்சுருந்தேன். அந்த வாழையை பூரா மறுபடியும் காட்டானைனால் சேதப்படுத்தி ரொம்ப என்னை மன உளைச்சலுக்கும் சேதத்துக்கும் ரொம்ப வருத்தத்துக்கும் ஆளாக்கிடுச்சு.
Nagaraj continues to farm in the same place where he was attacked. Not everyone is that fortunate. Farmers are at the front line of the conflict. They are a soft target for the pachyderms. But it is not just humans that are suffering. A common cause for elephant deaths is electrocution. These are often accidental and due to temporary electric fences put up to protect crop fields. Some elephants are deliberately killed to avenge damage to farms and property.
இப்படிதான்பா விவசாயிகளால யானைகளுக்கும், யானைகளால விவசாயத்துக்கும் பாதிப்பு வருது.
என்னென்ன சொல்றீங்க?
இப்படிலாம் கூட நடக்குமா? இதுக்கே வருத்தப்பட்டா எப்படி? இன்னும் சொல்றேன் கேளு.
Elephants live in herds, led by a wise matriarch. Corridors that lead them from one feeding ground to another remain deeply etched in their memory. But these ancient migratory routes are steadily being fractured and destroyed. Every year, people celebrate the arrival of Ganesh, the elephant-headed god, who is the lord of good fortune, prosperity, and wisdom. The festival illustrates the deep but complex bond between people and nature. At nightfall, in areas of high human-elephant conflict, the elephant is no longer revered. Firecrackers are used, not to appease the deity, but to chase a villain. It has become a ghastly and dangerous form of entertainment where the rule of law has no place.
எங்க இவரு நான் நிக்க வரணும் இல்ல இது வராது
On January the 22nd, a wild elephant was set on fire near Mudumalai. It died a brutal death, and the footage went viral. People were outraged, little knowing that harassing wild elephants is now commonplace. The end result of repeated conflict with one of these magnificent wild giants may be death or capture, to be taken away for a life in captivity. The Forest Department digs deep trenches to try and stop elephants from entering farmland and urges farmers to plant crops disliked by elephants. But this often encourages the pachyderms to move even deeper inside human settlements.
அண்ணே என்னண்ணே பார்க்கவே பயங்கரமா இருக்கு. இதெல்லாம் தடுக்க வழியே இருக்காதண்ணே. பார்க்குற உனக்கே இப்படி இருக்குதுன்னா யானைங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு? இதெல்லாம் தடுக்க வழி நீயே பாரு.
Here in the western part, of Coimbatore, in Valparai, the Forest Department and NGOs have been working on a solution. This is a biodiversity paradise and a hotbed for human-elephant conflict. In the early 19th century, huge swathes of virgin forests in Valparai were cleared for tea estates. Now, over 70,000 people depend on them for their livelihood. Rampant deforestation has left the forest fragmented. Yet the elephants continue to move through these lands, which were once their sole domain. Even the smallest remnants of their traditional corridors are still used by the elephants. To avoid major incidents, an early warning system has been developed to alert the public on elephant movement. With effective patrolling and tracking the herds, elephants are now able to cross the roads in peace. In the last few years, casualties have significantly reduced. And Valparai is an example of how humans and wildlife can give each other space and yet coexist. But when night falls and the elephants move widely in search of food, the old problems re-emerge. Once a herd ends up in a populated area, the journey back to their forests is not an easy one. The authorities chase them from one direction to another, often spurred on by villagers, tourists, and tea estate operators. These chaotic episodes have a long-term impact on the behavior of the elephants, which can lead to further friction and loss of life. Scared and enraged, they trample crops and damage property. At the border of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, at Hassanur, during the sugarcane season, hundreds of overloaded trucks stop at the border checkposts every day. Wild elephants have learned to detain and raid the trucks loaded with sugarcane and the vehicles queuing up at the border. But it is a dangerous game, as the elephants become habituated to the huge trucks and their blaring horns and headlights. Even baby elephants are learning the art of stealing sugarcane. The elephants usually target trucks carrying especially heavy loads. The raiding of sugarcane trucks by the elephants will have serious long-term consequences, and it needs to be stopped by moving the checkposts outside the forests. Elephants have roamed the planet for millions of years. They are a cultural and religious icon that play a vital role in the ecology and economy of India and beyond. Left unhindered and undisturbed, they truly are the gentle giants. A lot of work needs to be done to set aside safe spaces for elephants to roam in search of food and water. We owe it to them and to the generations to come to secure their future.
இதை எல்லாத்தையும் தடுக்க வேணும்னா இதை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கிற மக்கள் தான் முதல்ல மாறணும். இயற்கையை பத்தி எல்லாத்தையும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். நம்ம முன்னோருங்க இந்த பிரச்சனையை உருவாக்கிட்டாங்க. அதை நாம தான் முன்னாடி நின்று முடிச்சு வைக்கணும். இந்த கருத்தை சொல்லி நான் அன்போட விடைபெறுறேன்.
டமுக்கிட்ட பாஞ்சம் கிடிச்சிக்காங்கயாலோ டாங்கு பக்கிரி டிங்கிரிடி பாண்டியாலோ பாசி மணி பூசி மணி யாலோ பவள மணி வாங்கலையோடு யாலோ அயாலோ